Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome to our weekly team call. We're usually on Tuesday, so I was just going to say Tuesday night team call, but it's Wednesday. So welcome to our Wednesday night team call this week. This is Presidential Diamond Crystal Pearl, and I'm super excited to be leading the call tonight. I've been looking forward to this call all week, so I'm super excited. We have 3 new diamonds on the call, two diamonds and 1 new triple diamond that I'm going to be interviewing on the call tonight, all who have earned good bonuses on our team. So I'm just super proud of these ladies. I am so excited to get to hear their stories and hear what they're doing, to give you guys a little bit of inspiration and also to help give you some ideas on how to grow your business. So we're going to jump right into it, but before I do, I just have a couple of announcements of things we have going on. All of you guys should know this by now, but just in case anybody missed it or we have any new people on the call, we have our Mother's Day promotion going on right now, so make sure that you're spreading the word about that to your loyal customers and your potentials. You yourself, it's a great gift to get your mom for Mother's Day. I know we're getting close here, but if you do the quick shipping, you should be able to get it in time still. But that's a great pack. It's got the lifting iron lip cream in it. It's got the really cool Super Mom cape. It comes with a gift bag and a card. So it's all good, done, ready to go, and the products are absolutely amazing. So check that out for sure. Make sure to be spreading the word about that. I know there was a limited number of packs, so you want to make sure you're on that if that's something that you want to get. And then also, we're in a brand new month. We're in May. I just have to say how proud I am of this team. You guys killed it in April. I mean, I was just blown out of the water with all the promotions that we saw coming through and all of the teamwork and just everybody coming together. I mean, it was just really amazing what happened in April in this team. So I'm excited for May. We know May is even bigger than last month usually. So I am just so excited to see what's going to happen. But, of course, they came back with a $1,000 Ruby bonus. So this is a great time to get new people into your business and new distributors into your business, and, make sure that you're spreading the word to people that you think would, like some extra income, or you just think would be really good distributors, or maybe you have loyal customers that have been using the products forever. Now is a great time to share with them this opportunity, because if they join right now, since we're already in May, they won't count May as their first month. So they will have all of June and all of July to get that to that Ruby level and get that $1,000 bonus. So they'll get almost 3 months to get to that Ruby level. So the sooner you get new people in, the better for them. So they have more time getting that Ruby bonus. So we're super excited about that, because we know our Rubies make on average almost $600 a month, and $600 a month on top of a $1,000 bonus, that can be really life-changing for somebody out there who's struggling. So we're excited about that. Good bonuses were brought back, so those of you that are trucking towards Diamond, push hard this month, push super hard, and get yourself that good bonus. And then, of course, Green Carpet Experience is coming up. And for those of you that are new, or those of you that have never been to an It Works event, I so strongly encourage you to get to this event in July. Tickets are on sale now. This event will for sure sell out, because it sold out last year, and we've grown in size since last year, so it will for sure sell out. But I will tell you, that is the very best thing you can do for your business over the summer, is get to that event, because once you're in front of our corporate staff, you're going to get top-of-the-line training, but just to see the heart of the company, your life is going to change. You're going to leave there a changed person, and we really grow together as a team. We build some amazing friendships, and it's just, honestly, your business will not be the same coming out of that event. So do whatever you have to do to get there. We're super excited about that. So those are all my announcements. So we have 3 amazing ladies on the phone tonight, and I'm going to start with Ashley Bonine. Ashley, are you on? You should be on the moderator line. If you didn't get on, just go ahead and hit *6, and I will unmute you. Crystal, can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you now. How are you?
Hi. I did dial in with the monitor line, but yep, I'm here now.
Well, it's all good. We figured it out. We can hear you.
Perfect.
So, Ashley, congratulations, first of all. I know I've told you a million times, but I'm so proud of you and so excited for you. So go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody and let everybody know how long you've been with It Works.
So my name is Ashley Bonine. I've been with It Works a little under a year and a half, and I'm from Hastings.
Awesome. Well, do you want to share everybody, I'll just let you hop right into it. Do you want to share with everybody a little bit about your story and how you got started?
Sure. I actually have known Crystal for a very long time. We went to high school together, and I actually went to one of her very first wrap parties and was just there really to support her, and had great results from the wrap, but I have a great job, and I just never thought I would be interested in doing anything extra. I already have a really busy and crazy life, so I was like, oh, this is great. I'll just go support a friend. So I've always just been close with Crystal and kind of watched her as she went through her process with It Works and seen all the success that she was having. And I started asking myself, I'm like, okay, I do have a good job. I am very busy, but if I have the opportunity to do what she's doing, pay off debt, be debt-free, like who's able to pay off their home when they're, my age, or able to just not have like any credit cards, pay off my student loans, like what am I going to be able to do that? Because I know just having a really good job isn't going to be able to do that for me, so I need to do more. So it took me a long time to join. I just, always would say nice things to Crystal, like, oh, congratulations on your promotion, that's so great, and was always thinking in the back of my mind, and would always ask her questions about the business, but Crystal was never pushy. She never made me feel like I needed to do it. She'd always just give me enough information to make me want to know more. Pretty good at that, Crystal. And so eventually after like 2.5 years, I just was like, okay, I'm just ready to do this now. And so I signed up, and I've just been very consistent, I guess I would say, since the start, and was able to go to conference. I went to 2 different conferences, and yeah, and just hit Diamond for my first time last month. So that's a little just about my story, I guess.
Awesome. Very cool. And I think that's important what you said, too, because, I share that a lot with people that, when you join It Works, you're so excited, and I think sometimes you can push your friends and family away because you're just so excited and you're cramming it down their throat, where I've always been very big on I'm not in this business to lose relationships. And so, yeah, with Ashley, I just always would give her just enough. It's all about the pull, not the push. So just enough that she kept asking me questions, and I knew she would come around in her own time, and she did. So it's pretty cool to have one of my best friends for sure on this journey with me, and you're doing so well. So, like I said, like you just said, you have been with It Works for, it took you over a year to go Diamond. And I think sometimes people get a little stressed out because, they hear these stories where it's like somebody comes in and a month later they're Diamond, and you're just like, oh my gosh, what am I doing wrong? And you have been just extremely consistent with your business. You've planted a lot of seeds. You had a time where it kind of slowed down and you weren't seeing growth, but then all of a sudden, boom, you saw all of those seeds explode. So can you tell everybody a little bit about that and what you did to stay consistent in your business?
Yeah, right when I signed up with Crystal, within the first 3 months, I had quite a bit of distributors join my team. But I think, as we all know, anyone who's been in this business for a little while will know that, not everybody who joins your business is going to be a rock star, so you just can't let the people who, you can feel when someone joins your team and they're going to be a runner. They're working hard. You see them posting on Facebook. They're not worried about what everyone else thinks. They're asking you questions, and you know that they're working hard. Like, those are the people you need to spend your time and, talk to and make sure you're staying in touch with and giving them what they need to help move along. And when I very first started out, I was giving all of my time equally to all of my distributors, and I think that's one of the biggest things that I learned is that, as I got all of these new people to join within the first 3 months of me in this business, I was getting disappointed and kind of let down by people who, because I felt like, okay, what did I do wrong where this girl just isn't being successful? Why isn't she doing this? What else can I do for her? But really, if the people that join your team are not rock stars, they are not runners, we all know that those people are going to join our team. And you know what? Let them join. Get some customers underneath them. Build volume. That's good for you too. But put your time and effort into the people who actually are running, because those people, their businesses will take off, and it's going to help you too. So anyways, yes, as I got new people in, I was super busy. Things kind of slowed down, but I still stay consistent with posting things out there, because Crystal's always said to me, you know what, people are watching you, even though things aren't busy right now. It's summertime, like especially here in Minnesota where I live, there's like 3 or 4 months where people get to actually go in and do fun things outside. Like people aren't just, I feel like for me that's been my solace times, which in a way it's kind of nice, because I want to do things like that too. So as soon as the summer kind of started to slow down and the winter months started picking back up, in the fall time my business started picking back up again. Of course, conference time, if you can get down to conference like what Crystal said, and you're posting all these great things about your adventure at conference and about all these just life-changing bonuses and things, after that my business just took off. And it wasn't immediate after conference either. It was slowly consistent after conference, and then, you know, a month or 2 after that it really picked up. So just stay consistent. Know that everybody's journey is a little different, and don't worry when it gets slow. Just know that, you know, you'll have a couple good people on your team, and keep working with them, because things will turn around and pick up.
Absolutely. It's so important, and I love what you said about working with your rock stars, because I know we did talk a lot about that in the beginning as you were kind of growing as a leader, and I think that that's an important lesson for a lot of people. You know, you bring everybody in, and sometimes it's, you know, we know these people's whys, and I think we want it more for them than they want it for themselves, and that's hard, because we see that we have the vision, we see what it can do, but it can be exhausting trying to talk everybody into it and trying to get everybody to see it and to motivate people. You really can't motivate anyone. All you can do is lead by example. So you've done a really good job of that. So we were talking the other day, and you were talking about, you know, for you, like you said, you have a really great job. You didn't necessarily join It Works because you needed all of this extra money. You know, like you said, debt-free is awesome. Who wouldn't want to be debt-free? But you weren't struggling by any means. But when we were talking the other day, you were talking a lot about, you know, when you joined It Works, all of a sudden all of these things came out of the woodwork, and all these different obstacles happened, and, you know, you were really grateful for the income you had. Do you want to just share a little bit about that? Because I think some people are in that same boat.
Yeah, I feel like exactly like what you're saying. When I joined the business, I had a few things that I was like, okay, you know, there's a few things coming up. I have Christmas coming up. Like, I'd love to have some extra cash for that, just so I don't ever have to put anything on the credit card, even for, you know, a small amount of time. But just ever since I started with It Works, because, you know, my plan is obviously to take my It Works money and just pay off my debt. But, you know, when you move out of your home and you buy a new home and you're calculating all of your finances and expenses, I never put in there an extra $500 to $1,000 extra every month. But I swear, consistently every month it's been something big. And just over the last couple months, I've had to get, my husband's truck broke down. I had to get new brakes on my car. You know, Logan's school, there's like a $500 fee for something. Like, it's such big expenses, and to have just It Works right there, I mean, how much stress that's, you know, taken off of myself and my family. And, you know, if we do want to get something, we're able to go and do it. I mean, just to be able to do that. I mean, think of all the debt that I probably would have racked up if I wasn't getting these extra income checks. So maybe they're, you know, now these checks ever since I hit Diamond, obviously, are going to be really nice. But I mean, even just, yeah, a couple $100 extra every month for that thing that you didn't plan for, instead of putting it in on your credit card and just stressing yourself up and building that up, we're able to take this money and pay it off. And It Works. It's not a hard job. It just takes consistency, and it does take time. Like, you just really need to take the time to stay in touch with your team, take the time to move forward, and develop those relationships with your team, because I have the best team, and they are so motivating, and yet we can, you know, talk real to each other for having, you know, a bad experience or a good experience. And just always be uplifting for each other. I mean, I'm lucky in that way, and plug into your uplines too. I mean, Crystal's awesome. If you, like right now, I've been talking to Crystal a lot this month because I got one of the girls on my team just doing awesome, and I want to make sure she knows not only am I helping this person get their Ruby bonus, but just so you know, they're doing awesome. Like, you know, if there's any advice you want to give to her, because it's going to feel good to someone on your team when you reach out to them and, like, you know, encourage them, like, just tell them you're doing such a good job, and then having your upline reach out to them too, that's going to get them more motivated, especially when there's, you know, a runner. Take that time to encourage them. That's one piece of advice I give.
Awesome. Awesome. I love it. And you do. You have an amazing team. I mean, the way your team has came together in the past month is just incredible. I know I got the honor to spend a lot of time on the phone with you guys and doing Google Hangouts, and we just have a lot of fun together. And, I mean, they did. Everybody came together and all pushed, and you guys all promoted. And I know there's just huge things in the works for your team. So congratulations, Ashley. Thank you so much for being on the call, and have a good rest of the night.
Thank you.
All righty, so let's move over to Bobbie. Bobbie, are you on the line?
Yeah, hello.
Hi, welcome. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. So why don't you do the same thing? Introduce yourself to everybody, let everybody know where you're from and how long you've been with It Works.
Okay, I'm Bobbie Cowell. This month will actually be my year mark with It Works. And I joined because of my best friend, was kind of like you two. She tried to get me to join right away, and I kept telling her no. I told her no for probably a good, I don't know, 6 months or something like that. And then I ended up getting pregnant and having a kid, so I wanted to try the wrap. And then I saw her get the $10,000 bonus, and I am a single parent, and I live with my parents. So I needed something, and I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, and obviously to be a stay-at-home mom, I needed to find something that I could work from home. So that's when I decided to jump on board and go for that $10,000 bonus.
Awesome. Very cool. So happy almost 1 year. That's so excited. I didn't even realize that. So that's super exciting. So has it always been easy for you? Do you feel like it's really been steady? I mean, share everybody a little bit about your journey. Was it super fast, or has it just been steady? What's your journey kind of been like?
Actually, when I joined in May, I thought I was doing something with It Works for the first 6 months. Like, I always said that I wanted to be Diamond, like, I want to be Diamond, you know, but I really wasn't doing anything with it. Sometimes you say you're working, but you're really not doing the right things. And then I went to conference, and conference just blew my mind. So if you can get to conference, go to conference. My parents actually ended up paying for my conference ticket and my flight to go, so thank God for them, because if I wouldn't have gone to conference, I don't think I would be where I'm at right now, just because it blew my mind what this company is really all about. And then when I went to conference, since my goal was always Diamond, I changed it, and I was like, I talked to Carrie, I was like, I need to focus on going Ruby first. So I took it 1 month at a time, and I said I am going Ruby. Like, I told myself that I am going Ruby that month, and then I went Ruby. And then the next month I told myself I am going Emerald. Then this month I told myself I am going Diamond. Like, I feel like you have to tell yourself, make your mind believe that you can actually do it. Because when you set a goal, like I am going Diamond in 1 month, that's realistic, but not everybody can do that in 1 month. And you actually have to truly believe you can do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's a big thing with goal setting and everything. You know, we talk a lot about that in our team, that you have to have these goals, but you also need to have little pit stops along the way, so that when you hit those smaller goals, you can celebrate them, because sometimes otherwise the big goal seems so far away and you feel like you're not getting there, where in reality you're making progress. You need to celebrate the little things along the way.
One step at a time. I think a lot of this business has to do with mindset too, like 90% of it, because if you're telling yourself you can do this, you really can do this. But if you're telling yourself you can't, or if there's any doubt whatsoever, you're not going to get it. You have to be telling yourself that you can sign loyal customers, you can sign distributors, and don't have any doubt whatsoever, because you can do this. Everyone can do this, but you have to truly believe that you can do this.
Absolutely. Confidence is a huge thing, and I think that's something that we don't think about enough, that, you know, sometimes if we're not going where we want to go, it's because
our head isn't right yet. We need to work on our head space before we can get to those levels. So personal development is huge. Confidence is huge. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, okay, so $10,000 good bonus, an average of almost $2,000 a month. What is that going to look like for you and your daughter?
I have a son, but
your son.
Yeah. I'm just I'm next to Carrie, and I can hear her laughing. But it's I don't know. It's just
Well, I'm sorry.
great. I know it's fine. We're gonna move out of my parents' house finally, which is awesome. I'm just really focused on double now too, because I want to go double. And once you see that you can get Diamond or you can get Ruby, once you get to those steps, you're going to continue. Get to Ruby, and you can get to Emerald. Just get to Ruby first. I mean, if you're already at Ruby, get to the next step and just keep going, and it just makes you more motivated.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Well, very cool. So why don't you leave everybody with just maybe one tip or one huge thing that you've learned so far that can help them to build their business?
Planting seeds, that's really important. Some people, now is not the right time. Now wasn't the right time when Carrie asked me right away, and it took me 6 months to a year to join her. And some people, it's just not right for them, but plant those seeds, because a lot of those people will come back. A lot of those people that I talked to that 6 months that I wasn't doing anything, and then when I got back from conference and I talked to those people, they had been watching me post. And be consistent on your Facebook, and don't put anything negative on your Facebook either.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It is. It's funny because we'll have people watching us, and it's funny because this happens to me all the time. I'll be in a conversation with somebody, and they know everything about what's going on in my life, and I haven't talked to them in forever. So people are watching you through social media. They're seeing your posts, and they're wondering what's going on. So awesome. Well, congratulations, Bobbie. I'm so excited for you, and we will be seeing you soon.
Thank you.
You bet. All right, Carrie, are you on?
Yeah, I'm right here next to Bobbie.
I know. I was going to say, sounds like you guys are together, so that worked out perfect. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good. So, $25,000 triple bonus. How does that feel?
It's just so crazy. It's so crazy.
Well, let's start out with you introducing yourself, because you were just on our call last month because you just promoted last month to Double Diamond. So you had to jump pretty quickly, but I can't assume that everybody knows who you are. So go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody. Let them know how long you've been with the business and where you're from.
Okay, I'm Carrie Bauer. I'm from a small town of 4,000 people in Laverne, Minnesota, and I've been in It Works for a little over a year and a half.
Awesome. So moving quickly, for sure.
I'm trying.
Awesome. Well, okay, so you went triple this week, and the system finally updated. Why don't you just share everybody a little bit about your story for those on the call that don't know you yet?
Okay, so I actually started not last August, but August before, and my cousin had, I don't know, I think she was texting me and stuff and was like, have you tried this cigarette thing? You got to do it, And I had no idea what this thing was. And I think she asked me for about 6 months to join, and I told her no. And then she finally got me on the phone, got my credit card information, and I was a distributor. So I had no idea, I don't even know if I was really excited, but I had my launch party, and I realized, oh my gosh, I can make $25 by putting this wrap on people. Yes. So in my first month, I probably made about almost $1,000 in wrap cash. I went and I wrapped as many people that would let me put that wrap on them, and I signed up a whole bunch of loyal customers, and I signed up a few distributors, and I really only wanted shopping money. I really only wanted shopping money and to pay part of my car payment, and I worked the business about 6 months part-time until January hit and conference, which I didn't go to because I still didn't really believe in the business. And my cousin was like, go to conference. I was like,
yeah, no, that's not going to happen. Well, she went, and she just started, like, promoting, or she just started, like, going crazy, and I was like, well, you're not going to leave me behind. And I decided at that moment that I hated my job, and, like, I needed a life change. I didn't like where, my life was at that moment, and I just wasn't happy. So I was like, you know what, I'm already doing it works. I'm just going to jump in just like she did. So I jumped in and just ran at the end of January last year. I ran at the end of January. I went Diamond. 3 or 4 months later, I earned that $10,000 bonus. Helped my parents earn the $10,000 bonus the next month. And then I ended up getting pregnant. Oh, my gosh, I hope I don't start crying again. Okay, so I ended up getting pregnant, and, I was so thankful at that time that I had it work because I was so sick. Like, I could barely get out of bed most days, and, I had this income coming in, and it was a full-time income. So I was just so thankful, for it works. And I kind of just worked it. I was really sick, so I really only worked it part-time, which I wish I would have worked it harder, but, God had other plans for me because January came around this year, and they actually doubled that good bonus. So I had my baby then in January, and God was like, listen, it's time for you to jump in, and you're going to go double. And I was like, okay, well, if this is what you want from me, I'm going to need your help. So I actually went double, earned a $30,000 bonus, and then he was like, you're going triple this month. And I was like, are you serious? and I jumped in again, and I went and earned the $25,000 the next month, and now I'm here, and I'm ready to go presidential. I love it. I love it. And I think one of the funnest things about watching your team is that, it's your good friends and your family that's all promoting, like, how fun that you can work this business with them and help get them get all these crazy bonuses as well. It's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been so fun. Well, and you made that video this week. I'm sure a lot of you on the call saw Carrie's video. I was bawling like a baby. I'm sure everybody else was too. Because it has. It's just been such a transformation. It has completely changed your life. So just talk a little bit about, what this is going to do for you and your family. What's the future look like? You got a new little baby at home. You're building this baby with an infant, which that most people would make that an excuse of why they couldn't. You took it and you made that your reason why you were running. So share with everybody about that.
Wow, yeah, my baby is definitely, some newborns are, they sleep all the time, and they're great babies. Well, I didn't get that. Like, my baby cries like 8 hours of a 10-hour, like, it's crazy. So I totally could use him as an excuse, but I finally was like, you know what, I'm either going to do this or I'm going to stop. Like, and I'm like, obviously I'm not going to stop because I was already making money. So I was like, I need to just do this and make it happen because this is the time, we have momentum right now. So I have no idea. I just ran with it, and I just stopped making excuses. And honestly, like, I only started this for shopping money. Like, this is crazy. I started, to make half that car payment, and now, like, I'm going to be able to pay off my car, like, probably in the next 2 months. And I'm not supposed to have that paid off till 2019. So, what, 4 more years, and I'm going to have it paid off in 2 months. And, like, last year I was looking at getting a house, and I couldn't get approved. And then, fast forward this year, I'm approved, and, we're actually going to start looking at houses this weekend. Oh my gosh, like, I have all my debts paid off. I just booked 3 trips. I'm going to Las Vegas, going to Florida, going to another surprise place that I'm not announcing this month. But, like, it's to be able to not have to look at your checkbook and to not have to look at your calendar, to not have to ask for somebody else for time off, for even when, like, just to be able to, the freedom, like, this is so much more than wraps, you guys. Like, this company is about the freedom to be able to live your life, like, to be able to do the things that you want to do, to be able to spend the time with your family and, to take trips, and it's just so crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and that's what it is, and that's something that I love that you're talking about. You're paying off your debt because, that's something that It Works is so big on, that, they want us to do the right things with our money. They don't want us to get into more debt. They say
pay off your car, pay off your house, pay cash for these vacations. And that's what we really do. And so it's so awesome that you're talking about that that's what you're going to be doing. And it is. It's just the freedom to not have to think about it. I mean, I know for me and my family, that's been one of the biggest blessings, that if we want to do something, we do it. And we don't have to worry about it. We just do it, and we know that we can pay for it, and it's good to go. So it's really just about living your life and enjoying the short time that we are here on Earth and having a lot of fun while we're doing it and giving back and, making other people happy as well. So that's so exciting. One last thing, just leave everybody with maybe one of the biggest tips that you've gotten in your business so far, or just something that they can take to really help them grow their business. What's something you'd like to leave everybody with?
Okay, so I was thinking about this, and honestly, so look at your life, and I want you to look at it, in the next 5 years. If you are working a full-time job, which most people are, where are you going to be in 5 years? And then I think, okay, if you work harder at your job, consistently, work super hard at your job, where will you be in 5 years? Will you be at the same place? Are you going to be making the same amount of money, or are you just going to make it maybe a $500 raise? And are you still going to be working, for somebody else? Are you still going to be working 40 hours? And then I think, okay, where are you going to be in 5 years with it works? What if you worked your butt off? And I'm telling you, you worked so hard and consistently. Where are you going to be in 5 years? Are you going to be working, 40 hours a week, or are you only going to be having to work part-time? Are you going to be having part-time for full-time pay? Are you going to be working for somebody else? You know what? The next 5 years are going to be passing anyways. So why not try as hard as you can at your own business? And then, to achieve something that most people can't achieve, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just a mindset thing. That's what I would say. Just work so hard now so you can hang out later.
Yeah.
And still work
Yep.
and kind of hang out. You know what I mean? And have fun. It's just so much, this business is so much fun. I've never developed, everyone on my team is amazing. We have crazy, we have so much fun. And I just love talking to everybody and just hearing, I don't know, it's just crazy. This business really is about friendships, freedom, and fun. It's so corny, but it's true.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And it is. I mean, everybody's journey is going to be different. We heard that a lot on the call tonight, but I mean, that I believe that with all my heart, Carrie, that everybody on this call just went to work and just really focused on being consistent and working hard for the next 5 years. You're going to be where you want to be. It might take 2 years of not a whole heck of a lot happening in your business, but then all of a sudden that third year, boom, everything explodes. I mean, if it takes you 5 years to be making $10,000 a month, would it be worth it? Would you be getting that at your day job? I think for most people, the answer would be no, they wouldn't get that at their day job. So, like you said, Carrie, the beauty of this business is that you can work it with another job. So if you need to work, great, work. But then don't make an excuse and make sure to be tying it works into your life and what you're already doing. I mean, that's the beauty of it. I know for me, I got to take an awesome 10-day vacation with my family a couple weeks ago, and it was when we had the BOGO stuff going on. And I was actually talking to my upline, Lori Humble, about this week, that I just had to sit back and laugh because I told Josh, I said, we knew when we booked this vacation, I said there might be a couple days in April that, I'm going to have to sit and work a little bit while we're on vacation. So the last day of BOGOs, it was crazy. I had people messaging me like crazy. So I'm sitting in a beach chair on the beach in Hilton Head, and I'm watching my family play in the ocean, and I'm sitting on my smartphone working. What? That's the best office that I could be in for the day. It's just that is our tough work. When we say go to work, that's our tough work. I mean, that's pretty amazing. That's something that we're blessed to be able to do. So it's all exciting stuff. So, well, awesome. Thank you, Carrie, so much for being on. And just, one last thing I want to leave people with, because Carrie is so good about this, is she's just excited. So you guys, you are. Every time I watch you, you're having so much fun. I'm like, oh, my gosh, I just love you.
That's one thing I can tell you guys is just be excited about what you have your hands on, because if you're excited, other people are going to want to be a part of it. It does not know how much you know, or, you know, if you've ever been in a business like this before, none of that matters. Just be excited and be passionate, and people are going to want to join you. So
true.
Thank you, everybody, for being on. I so appreciate it. And we will have another team call on Tuesday night next week. But you guys enjoy the rest of your week, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks, everybody. Good night.